Hi, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Gerriann at Gerriann's Scrapbooking Show, and you can find more of my work at www.scrapandstampcreations.blogspot.com. And you can find the products that I'll be using for tonight's class. The majority of them would be at www.gerriann, Gerriann, Armstrong.myctmh.com. And so I wanted you to know that. It'll also be in the recording description for you who are going to be watching the recording afterwards. I am very excited. The project tonight is called, I decided to call it Dottie For You Summer Mini Album using die cut cards from Close to My Heart. And the products that you will need in order to do this project exactly like I did, you'll need the Dottie For You paper, which you can purchase on my website for $5 with a $35 purchase, and the item number is CC1017. And again, that paper pack is only available through the end of May. And then you'll also need the Colonial White die cut cards and envelopes, and that item number is Z1738. You'll need some craft cardstock, which I'll have to run around in the back there and pull some out, Z1375, and you get 24 sheets for $9.50, and it's really nice heavy craft cardstock. We're going to use my favorite scissors, and if you haven't bought these yet, you really need them. Z534, they're the microtip scissors. I'm going to use the Take a Picture stamp set, C1440. I'm going to use some clear craft buttons because we'll be able to make the buttons whatever we want them to. Those are Z1155, and those are on clearance right now on my website, and they're only available on the website. We're going to use, again, the craft borders, Z1377, and they're again on the clearance section of my website. If you guys have not gone over to get the cutting guide, you definitely want to go do that because it will show you what we're going to cut this evening, as well as here is my website. And we'll kind of get started. I'm going to say hi to everybody. I see Kelsey and Brenda and Annette and Jean and Shannon and Eileen and Tony and Susan. I know that Martha is watching. I see Christine. I see Shy. Just lots and lots of people that I have met along the way doing Ustream, being part of other people's shows and everything. So I am totally excited to be working with everyone tonight. Martha, the girls all say hi in the chat, and I know that you get a chance to see the chat a little bit and everything too. So I want to know if any of you, because we had a couple of new people too. I mailed out all of the prizes from last week, and so I got an email. I wanted to share with you that I've had a few ladies that have been purchasing on my website since January when I started doing Ustreams, and Martha was one of my very first people who started purchasing on my website after doing shows and stuff. And so the mini album that I created last month, I mailed to her, and she was so excited. She didn't even look at the address. She opened everything up, didn't realize it was for me, and was really excited. Sent the best email back, and I was just tickled pink to see it. I knew that it would make her happy, and so that's why I sent it out. So for the others of you who got packages, you should be getting everything. I think everything that I had with delivery confirmation said it was supposed to be here today or tomorrow. So I can't wait to make sure everybody else is able to get their goodies too, because it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed last week a lot. I gave away a set of cards. Lucinda should have those probably today or tomorrow. And the other set I gave to my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. So we went away this weekend, and I really had a great time. So I'm going to show you the paper. Actually, I wanted to do one more thing. If you guys have gone back and seen my videos, I did a blog planner, and I did the blog planner back in January or February, and I am always notorious for making something and then not using it. Well, I wanted to share with you that I am actually really using that planner. So I am tickled pink. I have plans. I have actually used it for different things that I'm planning for the weeks and stuff. I've got sketches on backs of pages. It is really a great little project. So I really want you guys to, you know, if you're making something that you plan on using, please use it. I know that I also had a few people who were like, everything's so pretty, I don't want to cut into it. Well, I will be honest and tell you that I am a paper hoarder as well. I love paper, and I tend to buy, I will tell you about my t-shirt in a minute. I usually buy what I love, and then it sits around and hangs out, and I usually use it a season after it's not available, because then I don't feel guilty anymore, because it's like, okay, it's old and there are brand new stuff. So I do a lot of that. My t-shirt actually is one of those sidebar things that happened at during Autism Awareness Month, which was last month. And I went to my mother-in-law's this weekend, and she actually bought two sizes. She bought a 2X and a 3X. And the 2X fit her perfectly, and I brought home the 3X to sleep in because it's really big. So everything runs really big. I don't know specifically where she got them, but I have my email popped up, and I will send her a really quick email and ask her if she can find me the website for it, because if she can, then I will try and make sure everybody gets it this evening. I think she said she paid like $8 or $9 per t-shirt. So Grandma, if you are listening, because I know that that was one of the things that you were planning on doing tonight, can you send me an email with the link? I am just writing you a quick email. The ladies would like to know where you got the Autism Awareness t-shirts. And can you send me a link, please? All right, so I'm sending that off to her really quickly. All right. There are no envelopes in the kit. Should there be? Let's see. I definitely are doing some of the things. What envelopes are you talking about? All right, the envelopes you should have gotten. Did you order these? Martha says hi to everybody in the chat. Did you get these die cut cards when you placed an order, Annette? Okay, because these cards actually come in the envelope. They are actually inside the envelope. They are not single out of the package. So have you pulled them out yet? So we are going to use tonight, we're going to use two cards and envelopes. We're going to fancy fold them and everything. All right. So I'm going to show you all the paper. You get 2 sheets of each of these papers, and this is, there are no cards in my kit. What? did you get? I'll go and look. We'll chat afterwards, okay? Because I really want to make sure that you got what you needed. Huh. Okay. All right. So this is the paper that is part of the Dottie for You collection. All right, so we have this really cool chevron. I'm going to show you one side and then flip them all over. Then there's this gray wool and honey stripe. There is this really, really pretty flourish. I don't know. It's very wallpaper looking to me. I like it. We have this one, which is another chevron stripe. And then this is a stripe that is lagoon, olive, gray wool, and I want to say taffy, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look on the paper. And then this here is the plaid. And then there's this really cute kind of honeycomb looking page that is sunset. And then there's these really cute flowers with hearts. And then this paper that I really love. And then there's a piece that's got lots of tags and things, so we're going to cut some of those out. Then we have this butterfly sheet, and the butterflies have stitches in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. And then the last piece is this really, really nice polka dot, big polka dot. The best part about this paper is that if any of you like the Bo Bunny Dottie for You, Dottie or double dot paper or any of that kind of stuff, Bo Bunny does the double dots. And then a couple of the other companies, Basil has some dots and things like that. So while you might not be able to see that really well on here, every piece is dotted on the back. So every piece has polka dots. And it's a solid polka dot, which is really nice. So you get just some really, really nice colors. So all of these have a nice polka dot to them. So, and I'm a big fan of the Bo Bunny double dot paper, where one side is a solid and the other is the dot. And so I really, I was able to manage 2 packs for myself, and so I plan on kind of using one and hanging on to one. I will be very honest with you, the patterns on the one side are very nice. They're a little out of my style. However, the dots on the other side, totally love them. All right. I know, that would be so pretty for the flowers. I don't know if you guys know, but Christine, who is Miss C5, does a show on Ustream on Thursdays. And a couple other days during the week she'll pop in. And we made the most beautiful flowers using some of the Cherry Lynn dyes. And of course I used Close to My Heart paper and stuff. So I got some really good things. So I'm going to show you guys what those flowers look like using the Pemberley collection. Because they turned out beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and send down my my thing so you guys can see a little more. I'm going to flip this over so I know what I'm cutting when we get to the cutting stage, because we're going to do a little cutting tutorial too for a couple of people. They were needing some help. So I will share with you that I have a couple of these that are my very favorite, and I actually, when we went away to the Tri-Cities this weekend, I had a friend watch the dog, and I gave her the big card that said thanks on it with a bunch of flowers in between, and she just was oohing and on. I did a layout for her, and everything as well. So this is probably my favorite flower. And in Christine's show, she mentioned kind of getting some of the sprigs at Hobby Lobby when they're on sale. Well, I didn't have any of those, and I figured if I went and bought them when they weren't on sale, everybody would yell. So I went and looked in my stash, and I found some beaded trim as well as some tulle. And because these dies make the flower, if you kind of can see in between, there's a big kind of lip between the flower and the bottom flower as well. So all I did was take a piece of waxy flax, and this one happens to be blue, so you can kind of see it in there a little bit. Here we go. Let's see if I can get that down. And I just tied that together and then tied it to the flower. And then my leaves here are actually oval punches that I just creased in the middle and then feather cut down. So it turned out really, really nice. This is probably one of my favorites, and I used the Pemberley collection. This is the one that I've been watching, that I've been playing with for like 3 weeks now. So we're moving away from it, but I have these little pieces left, and I absolutely love them. I don't know if Christine's got any more available on her website or on her blog, but I'm going to go ahead and let her go ahead and post her blog. So go ahead and do that, Christine, so that people can go and get the dies, because they are, I will tell you, I'm not one who makes a lot of flowers and things, but I really, 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 really like how these turned out. I made a couple of other ones. These are Emily's flowers. These are, I learned how to make these from Emily, and again, did kind of the same thing. And I really have had a great time. So those are the flowers and stuff that I, oh, hold on, because it's saying, oh, here we go. There you go. Try again, Christine. Yeah, the links was an issue. So anyway, these were tons of fun. I had a great time, and I had glitter everywhere. I will share with you that a couple of my flowers, I think this one here has the glitter that is actually on Christine's website. I will tell you that the glitter that I used on some of the other ones, I mixed it with my Prima glitter, or my Prisma glitter from Close to My Heart, and it is just as fine as the glitter that Christine sends you in the kit. So anyhow, all right, does anybody have, yeah, I had glitter everywhere. So does anybody have any questions before we get started? It was fun. I had glitter everywhere, but the flowers were so pretty and very magical. They reminded me of stuff for, doing for, weddings and things. So you're welcome. All right, so is everybody ready? Oh, awesome. Okay. I'm going to tip this up just a touch. All right, so I am pulling my scrap chipboard, and I'm using it because I have it. But if you don't have chipboard, yay! If you don't have chipboard, my friend Tony, who is TCLETO Addison, actually takes cereal boxes and glues them all together, and she is just amazing. So occasionally, if you get an opportunity to go over and see Tony's recorded videos or anything, she'll show you how to take inexpensive, tossed-away items, and it's really great. She uses Lucky Charm boxes to make all of this stuff. My son doesn't eat a lot of cereal, so we just, I'm kind of stuck with that. All right, so we're going to get started. What we're going to do first is I have some really light, who and where are the videos? Tony is the TCLETO Addison. She's in the chat right at the moment. She's like 2 above you. All right, so the very first, we need 2 pieces at 4 inches by, oh yeah, it's called Fun with Paper. 4 inches by 4¼ inches. So I am going to do, I'm going to cut at 4¼ and at 4. And 4¼ and at 4. And then we need a 1½ by 4 inch piece. And those are the 3 pieces of chipboard that we will need for the project. So again, that is 2 pieces at 4 by 4¼ and 1 piece at 1½ by 4. All right. So that's good that way. We need 18 pieces of cardstock, measuring 3¾ by 3¼ So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, I need to pick out my cover and my binding. And I think I'm going to use this here for my cover. And I think I'm going to use one of the stripes for my binding. Where is the other stripe? Take that back. I'm going to use this green for my binding here. I'm going to use the green for my binding. All right. So for the cover pieces, yeah, she is up late at night. Tony and I hang out and watch other people's videos, and we sit and talk and everything. So for the front cover, we're going to cut a piece at 5¼ by 5 inches. And we're going to need 2 of those. That is for the front and the back. So these are the front and back pieces. And then, see, I just don't think that's going to work. I don't like that. All right. And then for this polka dot piece, we need a piece 2 by 5. So I'm going to just slice 2 inches off here and go to 5. All right, so here's our cover. All right, and then for the inside covers, I'm trying to decide if somebody is at my door or if that is just the weather outside. Yeah, this paper is really, really nice. You know, I think I'm just going to do the green on the inside, this green here. So for the inside pieces, you need a 2 by 3¾ piece, 2 inches by 3¾ and these are for the inside. And then you also need you are going to need 2 pieces at 4 inches by 3¾ and those are the insides. Okay. So these are the pieces for the cover of our book. And they go here with this cards, or the chipboard. All right. I want to go ahead and get my book all together, and then we'll cut out the pieces. So we're going to need you're going to need 2 envelopes and 2 cards that come with this with the die cuts. And I need to grab a piece of craft cardstock. The Close to My Heart craft cardstock comes in a package like this. You get 24 sheets in a package, and they are 12 by 12 sheets. They feel like brown paper bags. That is kind of the feel of this this paper. So I definitely want you to know that it's not like a flat. It's very fiber rich, all of that kind of stuff. It's really nice paper, but it will dull your trimmer. Just so you know. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and cut the spine pieces. So we need 3 7/8. So cut it 3 7/8. And then we're going to need a 1 3/4 inch. A 2 1/4 and 2 3/4. This is the Stack the Deck binding from Laura over at Following the Paper Trail. So that is the Stack the Deck pieces that you would need for this size album. Okay. Then we're going to take our scoring board and our bone folder. I seem to have misplaced my Martha scoring tool. And each of these pieces are going to be scored at 3/4 inch. So all I do is take one side, flip it around, and score the other side. My boys went to Cub Scout this evening. It's a pack meeting, so my boys will be coming home with more patches for me to sew, which of course I have the biggest bag of patches now that you could possibly ever imagine. And I have yet to sew those on. He was in the Junior Lilac Parade 2 weeks ago and had just a wonderful time. But I have the biggest bag of patches that you could possibly imagine that still have to go on his uniform. That and belt loops. We have tons of belt loops. So I definitely need to get those sewn on, and he's coming home with more tonight. I did get the resignation patches on, the bear badge and that kind of stuff. So all right, so all I'm doing is scoring these really nicely. Yeah. So nice to see all the new people tonight. And I know that I've probably chatted with a lot of you on different places just because I tend to watch a lot of Ustream kind of stuff. If any of you ladies are able to, I know that I have a couple of people who are only able to chat or anything in the social stream. And so if somebody can go over there and at least let those ladies know that, to say hi and things like that as well, because with the new format of Ustream, I haven't figured out an easy way to have multiple things up. Yes, I scored each of these pieces 3/4 in on each side. All right. All right, bye, Joe. Have a great trip, and I'm glad that you're moving really close to me. And that we'll have to get together and do something fun soon. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my score tape on these pieces. All right. So I'm just adding the score tape. I like it since it really sticks. When I need a tape to stick, it really sticks. All right. Okay, so in order to do the binding, what I found the easiest to do is take and kind of line it up, kind of set it in the middle. I have a grid on my mat here, so if you really want to be perfect, you can kind of measure and everything. And that, yeah, I was grateful that Sue kind of did covered when I wasn't feeling well. And for those of you who asked, I am feeling so much better. Things are a little better, just different kinds of things. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, I'm glad you got your package, Lucinda. And the cards and everything. So, I really have just enjoyed it immensely. And that. So here's our binding for our little book. And that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our cards. And the cards are, the regular length is 3.5 by 8. So 3.5 by 8. And so what we're going to do, hi, I'm so excited. Oh, what we're just going to do is we're just going to easily fold things back. So in order to make lots of little pockets and openings, we are just taking the front of this card and we're folding it back and just scoring it. So I took the front of the card sits like this, and I opened the little flap and flipped back and flipped back. So basically you get an end that looks like this, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to open the flap, we're going to lay that back, and we're going to do one more. So basically we're going to score this card at 4 inches. So it ends up being a little accordion. So do you all see that? All right. So we're going to do that with both of the cards. So we'll do that one more time. Okay. So our card's kind of laying flat. Here's our little flap. We're going to lay that down. Then we're going to take and fold this back on itself. If you have to be a scoring person, you can lay it on your scorer and score at 4 inches. I just kind of lay it down and then take my bone folder and smooth it out. Then we're going to take and turn it over. And we're going to make it into an accordion. You know, I wasn't a big fan of the cards in the beginning, just because I was like, really? The cards open long ways. But I have now come to really like the idea. So it was a ton of fun. All right, so these are our 2 accordion pieces. Now what we're going to do is we are going to, the original dimensions, it is a 8 by 3.5 inch card. And then it has a 2-inch flap on the end. So the cards themselves look like this. And then they open this way. Okay? All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to actually take the envelopes and cut them in half. But first, in order to get the nice in half piece, I just take and fold them. See, no measuring either. You just fold. I take and fold them, and then I run them on my trimmer and cut them in half. And you just try and fold them on the side that folds the easiest for you. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and cut them in half. Okay. Oh, all right. So then we have two pieces now that have a flap on them. And then we have two pieces that are just a pocket. Okay? So what we need to do is we need to make these all the way through. So we're going to go ahead and just trim off a very little piece. I've got some paper in my scorer. So I'm just going to take a very little edge off in order for them to open up all the way through. Okay? Oh, well, I'm glad that you came. So tonight's really going to be fun. I have my I'm going to pop in my blog. I'm going to pop in the blog where you can get the cutting dimensions for all of this. So there you go again. Are you having issues, Shannon? Oh. But you're the reason I'm doing the cutting demo, Shannon. Because I really wanted to cut all this first. Alright. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put these together. So I've got one of the accordion pieces. That'll go first. Then I have one of the envelopes that is completely open. That'll go next. Then an envelope with a flap. And then exactly the same thing again. So then an accordion, the envelope that's open on both ends, and then the envelope with the flap. Okay. All right. It is not. We're not gonna. No pity. No, none. All right. So when your accordion album is together, so we're going to make a pocket and we're going to glue this in, okay? So if the pocket is if you've got it sitting like this, if we open to the middle, this actually is going to be where our pocket is. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add a little glue here along the edge, and then we're going to add some glue along both sides of this piece here. Okay, and we are going to put this on our first little tabby guy. Oh my, wait, uh-oh. Why is that so big? Because it's big. Well, that's not really going to work that way, is it? All right, ladies. I need to cut this down just a little bit. I gave you the wrong measurement there. Ah, nothing a little, actually nothing a little, this should have been 5/8, not 7/8. So the binding should have been 5/8, not 7/8. So I'm just going to take my trusty Timmy ruler and my mat here. And I'm going to attempt to cut through this piece without, here we go. Let's be reasonable about this. I have some really wonderful scissors. How about I just use them? That would put those in there too. All right. So let's try this again. And then we're just going to center those in. And I think my glue dried. I'm sorry. I am recording, so at least that'll be helpful when you're ready to go back and look. So I need to go change that measurement on my blog. That should be 3 5/8, not 3 7/8 for the spine. And I just created a pocket here at the bottom. Okay, so that gives us the pages here. So that all is attached to the very first piece. Apparently that was having some issues. Oh, wow. All right. So now we have a pocket here at the top. So that's good. All right, the second piece, we are going to go ahead and add glue just right along the edge. And we're just going to slip that right over this next piece here. Center it in the middle and give it a good press. And try not to get glue all over everything. So, I prefer, I know a lot of people are kind of like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I really do prefer to do the score tape, but I'm showing you guys how to do this because the score tape could really make everything messy. So that is kind of why I am doing this way. All right. And then this piece slips right over and fits really well. Okay, so now we have our card folded, a half of envelope, a half of envelope. And then again, we're going to make another pocket. We need to make sure that the pocket is on the right way. So we're just gonna give it a little glue down the edge for the binding, and then we're making the pocket here and up the side for the other. I don't know, do I need a moderator? Are we having somebody who's being obnoxious? Did we have something weird go up in there? Because I don't see anything. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. If we do, just somebody holler really. Hi, Mitzi. You are not being a troublemaker. So again, I'm just adding the glue here to get the album together. Oh, okay. I can move the glue bottle. I can do lots of things. I can actually move the camera so it might actually show something. Because it's lopsided. Alright. And then the last piece. Okay. I will move the glue bottle. Actually, I probably won't use it much here. Of that thing in your hand. Can you tell the outside dimensions of that thing in your hand? What thing in my hand? The envelope. That page. Okay. These end up being 4 inches by 3 3/4 inches because it's the envelope. So the cards end up being 4 by 3.5. So this is the little book. And it's got the little pockets here at the top. And we have pockets on the ends. Yeah, I love the chat piece. All right, so we have our little inside book. So why don't we go ahead and put our outside piece together. So what we are going to need are our 2 cover pieces. That's great. Honestly, it really is not that hard to do. I was just looking for something to do with the pieces. So then we have our inside pieces and our outside pieces. And our book is 4 inches wide, so you have to make sure that you are using these the right way. Because if not, they will be crooked and it will not look pretty. All right. And all I am doing now is running my score tape along the edges. I still haven't seen my an email from my mother-in-law, but I will she usually comes on and looks, so hopefully she'll see that email and be able to send me that link here pretty quick for you. If not, Jean, I'll send it to you when I see you next. Okay, yeah, that would work too. I know that it was one of those little things along the side of a Facebook piece during April, and she found them, and I loved it. They're so colorful and pretty. I am actually looking for a little 1x1 puzzle piece stamp. I would like it not to have straight edges on one of the sides. Everything I've seen has straight edges, and I'd rather it not have some straight edges. So I am looking for a puzzle piece stamp if somebody comes across something like that. I'd like it to be my signature stamp, and so that's kind of what I was thinking. You know, there are those artists and stuff that always have something that go in their artwork, and that shows kind of their interest and their love and stuff. And I really was thinking that that's kind of what I wanted to do. So, and this little box always comes up. Let's move him way down there. Okay. So all I'm doing now is just putting the, I'm just going to go ahead and center this guy in the middle here, leaving a little bit of an edge on each side. And sticking him down. So. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and glue those together. Yeah, I know that our group here in Spokane is, we're working on a few different things. And I definitely, as much as I really love the idea of lots of different things that are available out there for autism awareness and things, I encourage you to look in your community and find out what the nonprofits in your area are doing, because it's very hard for our little nonprofits to afford to compete with big online people, especially things like Autism Speaks or the Talk About Curing Autism Now and everything. And it is one of those things that's really hard. There is a wonderful foundation here in Spokane that serves Spokane and Eastern Washington called the Isaac Foundation, and they provide therapy grants for families who have kids on the spectrum, and they do everything from paying co-pays, so like families who have medical insurance but would have to pay like a $750 copay in order to access their insurance. The Isaac Foundation, you can make application and they will pay the $750 so that you can access your insurance. They also do non-traditional therapies and things that families might want to try that is not covered by typical insurance. And those kind of things. And so I really encourage you to look at your community, because while it's great to donate to like big, huge projects like Autism Speaks and things, and they're doing some good things, the Autism Society of Washington, or just the Autism Society in general, is a completely different program and everything. Can you tell me what you did with the other side of the spine with the tape? I'm sorry to be so... Oh, okay. Actually, what I did... let me just tack this down and I will show you. And I'm just leaving a little bit of a gap so that the binding of the book moves. What I did is, because the spine of my book is two different colors, basically what I did was I ran the score tape down the actual piece in between the two so that they didn't overlap, but they did meet. Did you get my response? Who is typing for me? Oh, you know what? The Isaac Foundation is awesome. What was that about? I don't know. Did you get my response? Oh, you know what? I wonder if that's Grandma. Hold on. Marie, you are signed in on me as me. Grandma, you are signed in as me on Ustream. That is too funny. Oh, so everybody say hi to Grandma. Grandma Marie. She's around. She is typing for me, which is wonderful. Oh, I didn't take my laptop to Grandma's house this weekend when we went to get Harrison, and so I know I signed into Ustream and everything. So Grandma, you are definitely signed in as me. You can stay signed in as me. I'm okay. I know who you are. But that just took a minute. So yeah, Grandma is looking for the receipt, Jean, to see if she can find the name. It was. I'm like, who is typing for me? Awesome. All right. So, Grandma is not a troll. Oh, that was funny. That was so funny. Oh. Alright, so now I'm just lining all the edges with the score tape. Oh. Too funny. Oh. Well, you... Well, Marie, you are... Oh my gosh. I don't know. That is too funny. You're just typing. When you type in the thing, it looks like I'm the one who's typing, not you. And that, so you'd have to go up to the corner where it says, my name. You'll see Dave Army. If you click there, it should let you out. However, you can stay signed in as me. It's okay. And that, I'm sure it will be fine. All right, so I am, yeah, all the ladies will talk to you. They're really awesome. So I am now going to cut this down so that I only have 1/2 inch hanging over here on each end. Grandma is awesome. She came and saved us last week and took Harrison to her house for a couple of days and everything, and then we just kind of relaxed and everything. Lori, did you get your thing in the mail today? Oh, I wanted to do this. Grandma does all kinds of stuff. Grandma is a gardener, and Grandma does really pretty things with things. I make pretty things for Grandma. Alright, so I am just going ahead. Grandma does some family history stuff that's really cool with the computer. She's supportive. I didn't mail you anything today, Grandma. I was asking if Lori got anything in the mail today. Yes, Grandma is huge support. Oh, yeah. Grandma's coming next week and my yard looks like crap. But then again, I haven't felt real good. The weather is just now starting to turn. Alright, so all I'm doing now is just bending up the edges in order to make my book. Oh, okay. Well, it should be sitting there waiting for you. All right. Grandma is only about 2.5 hours away, but not very far. And her and Grandpa tend to see us we see them quite often. We see them a lot, actually, which is really, I'm grateful. I'm really, 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 really grateful. All right, so I'm lining the inside again with some score tape, and this is for the lining. So, yeah. You know, they are totally a blessing. Totally a blessing to have. And what's more is my kid likes them too. Oh, yeah. I mailed everything out, and it looked like everything was going to be delivered today. So I am very excited. Aww. Well, Harrison and his grandma have a very, very good relationship, and they are buddies. And Grandpa, Harrison and Grandpa do a really good job too. So I couldn't ask for better other parents. She is my mother-in-law. Grandma is my mother-in-law, but she's like my mom. My mom died when I was young, and so in lots of ways, it is nice to have a mom again. That was probably the biggest thing that was really nice when I married my husband, was I actually had a mom again. So that was really cool. All right. So, very supportive. Aw, that's nice. Well, Grandma's birthday was on Thursday, and her birthday present is she got Harrison for 2 days, all to herself and everything. And today is actually my husband's birthday, and he got the joy of going to Cub Scouts tonight so I could hang out with you guys. So now I'm just taking my oh okay. So anyway, my husband is over doing his thing. So now all I'm doing is just bending my thing, just gently kind of helping the paper and everything. So hi, Lydia and Laura. I told you that people would be stuck over in the social stream, and Laura is stuck over in the social stream for those of you who know her. And that. So anyway, here's the cover of our book. It's got dots on the inside, really cool paper stuff on the outside. Oh, all right. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our piece. We have the what is this? Score tape on the back. So then our book can go in here in the middle. There you go, spine. And what I do in order to kind of get everything to lay nice is I open my book up, and I open this up to the middle, and I kind of lay it out as to where I want it to kind of hit. And then I press down the middle piece, and then go in between each one and give it a good smush. All right, so there is our little book. Went together really super fast. Yeah. All right. So now we can do some decorative pages. All right. Good night, Jean. Thanks for popping by. Actually, okay. Well, actually, if you hang out for just a few minutes, you can. Shannon, you can do it. I'm actually going to give away a couple of cards. I'm going to give away 2 cards, and I have some goodies to go in them. So we'll play the number game. Oh, I'm not done. We're just kind of going to take a break. We're going to breathe a minute before we embellish this thing. All right. So I have a bunch of cards. Oh, thanks. Normally I don't do random.org. Normally I kind of do the number game. And that, for Laura, Grandma gets to play too. Grandma can play if she wants. Yep. For any of the ladies who are in the social stream because you're stuck, as well as the couple of people who I know watch but aren't able to log in, I'm going to let you guys go ahead and email me. I'm going to take a peek and see. It looks like we have 46 viewers. And so what I am going to do is I am going to give away a couple of cards. I'm going to give away this card. And I have a package of rub-ons. They're white rub-ons. So the card and the rub-ons. And we'll do 2. And then I'm going to go ahead and do, it's a birthday card, but I never write anything in them. I always put a sticky note or something with them. And this has one of those really pretty flowers that I learned how to do on Christine's class. So, okay, so I'm going to do those, and I have another package of rub-ons for those as well. So we'll do 2 drawings, okay? And what we will do, I have other cards here that I'm making. All right. Or that I have made. So I am going to find my sticky pad. Where is my sticky pad? Here it is. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 50. And I'm going to type the word go. And you will type in a number between the numbers 1 and 50. You can only type in one number unless your number is a duplicate of somebody above you. And then those of you who are in the social stream, as well as the who are out there in chat land or out there with my email address, you can send me an email. And the person who is the closest without going over is going to win this card and the package of rub-ons. Does everybody understand? All right. So let me see. I got to pick a number first. You can't get to the bottom of the chat. Use the toolbar all the way down. I'm going to pick a number. All right. All right. Go. Oh, go. Okay. All right. And stop. All right. So my number was 27. 27. So I'm thinking that that is Lydia. Am I right? Yay! So Lydia, I just need you to send me a PM. So if you hit my name, the Dave Army, and hit me a PM with your name and address, I'll be mailing out this card and the rub-ons to you in the next week. Okay? Let's see. All right, I got one more. Okay. All right. Hi, Diane. All right, guys. So, I'm going to pick a number again between 1 and 50. Oh, wait. I just threw Lydia's name away. I dug you out there, Lydia. Once I get your information, I'll stick it on the sticky. Hi, Catherine. Yay. So glad you could come. We're doing a drawing right at the moment. I'm giving away a card, homemade card, and a set of rub-ons. So, all right, ladies. I'm going to pick another number between 1 and 50. All right. Oops. Go. Anybody else? Okay, hold on, let me just see my email really quick. All right. Because I'm giving away a prize, Jess. All right, my number is 21. 21. So the closest without going over, I see a 19. I see Brenda at 19. So I'm thinking the winner is Brenda. So again, I would need you to send me yay. So I just need you to send me, Brenda, I just need you to send me your mailing address. And you can do that either to my email or you can send it to you can send me a PM here. Alright, so are you guys ready to decorate our trusty little book that we put together in no time flat? Awesome. You're welcome. Good night, Jean. Thanks for dropping by. Alright. So, we have this paper. Yay. Alright. So right now, the first thing that we need to do, I'm going to move that up there because it takes away light. Oh, good night, Kathy. On my blog, just for the new people who've come in, I have all of the dimensions for what we cut in order to make the book using the die cut cards, as well as what we're cutting for paper. All right, so hey Catherine, are you still around? Because I need to show you my box. I made the box and my lid is amazing. I got it, Brenda. Awesome. And when you open it up, it does what it's supposed to. I was very excited. And since I saw Catherine pop in, I wanted her to see. So, this was over on Catherine on the Scrap Beach. She showed everybody how to do it. And I made one, and it turned out really cool, and it's just really awesome, and it's nice and stiff and hard. Okay, I'll put it out again. I had such a great time. There it is right there. So, Catherine, I hope you could see it. I hope you got to see what it looked like, because it was cool. Alright, so the next thing that we need to do is that we need 18 pieces of paper, of pattern paper. Yeah, it was so much fun. And I did that. That was probably the second thing I did after I started feeling better. And that I sat here and just put it all together. It was awesome. Alright, so if the pieces are supposed to be, we need 18 pieces of 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of paper. That would be 20 pieces for 2. So we're going to cut 2 out of each of those. I did do it in 3 hours. I'm really quick. All right, so and yeah, it wasn't really hard. It was just kind of time consuming, and I had to go back and watch how to attach all the bags together. That was probably the hardest part, was I hadn't done the bag construction like that before, so I had to stop and go watch the video. But I would have probably been done in like 2 1/2 had I not had to stop and watch the video. And then had to stop and kind of think, why are we doing it this way? It just didn't work. All right, so Shannon, we're doing this. Did you get this kind of trimmer, Shannon? All right. So I always open my trimmer backwards. Absolutely open it backwards, because it really is so much easier to do. So what we're going to do is, what I do normally for this is I make sure that my paper sits along this edge. There's a nice real edge here. It is not a dummy lesson. It is a good lesson. There are other people here who get stuck, or they get crooked cuts. And that's, you know, there's nothing worse than getting a crooked cut. However, let me tell you that the trick to a crooked cut is Scotch tape, because then you just tape it back together and recut. Okay, so if you make sure that your paper comes along the edge and sits on the edge, then put your, I always cut towards me as well, okay? So I'm cutting pieces at 3 3/4 at 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. And you want to make sure which direction you want things to go, because if I cut this way, my zigzag pattern is going to go up and down. And but if I cut the 3 3/4 this way, my zigzag is going to go across. So I want it to go across. So 3 3/4, and then what you do is you kind of line it up, and you make sure that your hand stays on the one side, and you do. Okay, just one slight long cut. And then we're going to cut these at 3 1/4. And I think I cut those the wrong way, but that's okay. We can go back and use them again. So, and now we're going to just do that for all of these. 2. But how do you read the numbers upside down? Well, they're the same right side up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I thought you were really serious. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was funny. Oh, Grandma got kicked out at like 7:20, and now she can't get back on. Oh, poor Grandma. All right, we'll have to like find out what's up with Grandma. All right, so 3 3/4 and 3 1/4, and we're gonna end up cutting about 20 of these. So, oh my gosh. 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. I just seem to always get a better cut if I'm coming towards me opposed to going away, because everything kind of moves funny. Alright, so I want my stripes to go up and down. So I want this at 3 3/4. And then 3 1/4. Alright, again, 3 3/4, top to the bottom, and 3 1/4. Alright, 3 3/4 and 3 1/4. All right, we're getting close to the end. And then this is lots of practice in cutting paper. All right, so we have our 18 little pieces. Oh, and then we need 2 pieces at 2 by 3 1/2. And so I'm gonna grab some of the scraps here, or the pieces that I cut, the little pieces. And I'm not really fond of this piece here, which is kind of the yellow streaks. I do a lot now, more X-Acto knifing than I've ever done. So we need a 3.5 inch piece by 2 inches. And it's got this really nice pretty blue on the back. And I need 2 of those. So we're going to go ahead and use those 2. And then for my envelope pages, I am going to need 6 pages that are 3 3/4 by 3.5. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. And there's 6. I am going to need 2 pieces of 2 pieces of 2 1/4 by 3.75. Two and a quarter. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one. Okay. And then the rest of this, oh, I know. And then I have tags. Then we've got tags and the side tags to do. So let's go ahead. Now we're going to kind of move this stuff out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and start adding the pages to our book. There should be an embossing event in the Olympics. So I'm looking through my papers here, and the one that I love the most I'm going to put on my front page. And these are my flaps for my cards, so I want something that's going to kind of match. I don't know. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and do the butterfly piece right here on the front, and I'm going to use my Tombow. And I'm just going to go ahead and center this piece here in the middle. And then this is the fancy way of doing this. Because this card has an edge, All right. And I'm just going to use my really good, awesome scissors and trim the sides. Oh, yay, I'm glad. All right. And then I'm just fussy cutting around the edge of these here. I really need to change the blade on this. All right. So now we have kind of the nice little edge. And then all I'm going to do is give it a little bit of glue in order to make a pocket. Just a little glue. Ugh. I am so glad. So this is a pocket now. Okay, and for the next one, we decided that it would be this blue. Okay, I decided. There was no we in there. I really am excited at how cute it turned out. You know, I like the way, the little fussiness. And I was looking for something for summer. And I thought this paper really lent itself for summer kind of things. Little itty bitty photos and things. So that is kind of why I kind of made it. I take a ton of photos on my on my phone, and sometimes it's really just hard to kind of remember that. I post them and all of that kind of stuff, but I don't normally print as much as I wanted to anymore, and so I really need to do that. And I thought this way I'd have kind of a little brag book. So, and all I did was take my really cute scissors and fussy cut that little edge. I'm going to give it a little glue here on the edge. So that it makes its little pocket. Okay, I missed something about why are we gonna have a paper sweater with large wads of glue, wads of yarn glued to it. I missed that. I was too busy being crafty. Oh. Crafting wars. Great. All right. So I tend to like things that match. So having two pieces of paper next to each other that match make me happy. So I'm just going to kind of slap these guys in here. Ugh. All right, so I am just adding photo mats or mats of all kinds of interesting things here. So this is the flap of the envelope. And I only made 2 of these. I should have probably made 4. Can always go back and pop a few more out. All right. Oh, I got a goober on my thing. Hold on. Ugh. Alright, where is my trusty clean it all up kind of thing? Ah. Oh, this is not going to be a pretty sight if I cannot find that gooey thing. The gooey getter ridder ever. Really? I have this whole huge table and I work in this space right here. And yet this whole table is here. Haha, here it is. Ah. Yep. I did not have a goober on my face. I need the goober getter ridder upper. The goober getter ridder rubber. Getter rubber. See? Yeah. It does work good. All right. I am going to punch a hole. Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. I need to punch a hole. Yep, I just do the exact same thing. You just keep cutting it off. When it gets really icky, you just cut it off some more. All right, so now I have a flap and a little. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one right next to it. I hope so too, Shelly. All right, so now I have the back of this envelope piece. Let's go ahead and do this one. They'll match. All right, now we're back to the little pieces. All right. Refill. I'm glad you all could come by tonight. I really am glad. There's it's a good crowd tonight. I'm feeling very happy. All right. I'm thinking this one needs to be the back because I started with butterflies in the front. Yeah. I think it's just going to be fun to kind of I think the pictures that'll go in it'll be fun. All right. Oops. Need that gummy thing again. Ugh. All right. May have to go back and fix that. Did I do one side? All right. Yeah, you know. That's okay. You missed it when my mother-in-law came in. We went to the Tri-Cities this weekend, and my mother-in-law typed in, because I was looking for a couple of different things, and she typed in a couple of weird comments that I finally went to my email to look and kind of figure out, and it turned out my mother-in-law was typing as me in the chat. It was too funny. I wasn't typing, but I was appearing in the chat. It was actually really funny, because we were all like, okay, what's that? Where's it coming from? All right, so I got all the pages matted. So this is a pocket. Well, you got these cards in your kit, Shannon. You got everything that you will need to make this in your kit. And then there's a pocket for a tag. And then another pocket here. I'm going to have to re-glue a side. And then you can do it. You can do it. And then again, another flap and pocket. Oh, sorry. And then the back side. So I'm ready to decorate it all up now that I have all the little pieces in and everything. So we have been going at it right about 2 hours. Is everybody holding up, or? It's recorded. Okay. Oh. Oh, coffee, so we're good to go. Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, wouldn't it be really cool if we made a couple of the flowers that went on? So I'm really kind of wanting to do that. I have a couple of stamp sets, some pictures kind of thing. And that, so I think I think we should do maybe a couple of the flowers using the Cherry Lynn dies. And that just because they were really so fun and so cute. But I don't know that I'm going to glitter them, because really I wore glitter for a week after. Okay, I wore glitter to the Tri-Cities, so that was kind of fun. I have lots of little things. I have little butterflies. I have all kinds of stuff. I can't wait to the Build-A-Flower either, because that is really cool. All right. They're pretty even without the glitter. Yes, they are pretty without the glitter too. Let me see. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So I have some really cool. Oh, that was like a goober from that eraser thing. All right. So let's figure out what to do with the front. I have a couple of stamp sets. I have some borders, which of course are my favorite. I have some seam binding. I have some mocha opaques. I have some irresistible letters that we can do summertime in. See what else I got. I got stuff. We've got tons of stuff. All right, let's run up a let's do a couple of let's do some flowers with the Cherry Lynn die and get those kind of settled, and add in a couple of different colors and that. They're really big, so we'll do like 2 or 3 of them on the front. Well, maybe we'll do 3. I'm gonna see what color I want them to do. I'm the biggest goober. No. Let's see. I'm thinking what's on the other side of this blue? Well, let's do a blue one and a green flower, because they won't, yeah, they'll work pretty well. Actually, I'm going to set that on the floor. I know. Nowhere else in my whole entire world would I set $100 on the floor, except for in my craft room. All right, so we're going to need a strip of about 8 inches long. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I need the cool thing is that you can cut 2 pieces at a time with these. I'm not really sure. Well, I did some thicker paper the other day, so I should be okay. All right. Ugh. Keep going, keep going. There we go. And then the only time that I've ever used anything out of my Cricut thing, I found this little hooky thing. You can pop these puppies out. And Catherine, this is almost as good as wheat. Honest. These little itty bitty things. You could save them and bag them for fall. They'd make good sunflower inserts too. I have no idea. My machine is still pretty new. I don't think they're really all that expensive. This is the Big Shot. The Sizzix Big Shot. All right. One of the things that I really like about these dies is that they let you get really super close together, so you're not wasting a lot of paper at all. At least I'm finding I'm not. Well, if I let my son play with it more, because he really likes it, I'd be on like my 10th set. But I haven't let him use it a whole lot. He used it a couple of times before I actually ever did. But he really likes the Cuttlebug, and I tend to let him do that. So, all right, I'm going to do one more set of flowers. Or one more set of these. And then I need the big flower. Do one more set of these. I'm thinking I might need my flower out of here first. So these little dies are available over at Christine's blog, if she has them, and that. So here. Christine, if you want to pop your blog address so people can see, because I have a feeling you'll have a few more orders now that once I show people how to do these again. All right. All right. I got my my Big Shot online, and I had a code, and I think I paid $59 including shipping. So it was like $59 and that was it. And it arrived in a couple of days. All right. Yeah, because don't hold up my leaf die at all. Don't. Yep, it plates everything. 59. I think I got it at Oh My Crafts or something. All right, guys. So, this is the amazing part. I was really very amazed. I have to show you. The other thing that is really super cool that I really like, that I also got from Christine, is it's kind of a novelty thing, but it is so much fun. It is glue in a lipstick bottle, or a lip gloss bottle. This one is Cherry Blossoms, and it's from the Cherry Lynn Designs. Yeah, it is so much fun. Just don't put it on your lips or you won't be able to talk. I know that some of our husbands might want that to happen. And this one is the Cuties one. But I absolutely love it. It reminds me of fingernail polish. I just absolutely adore it. Absolutely. So, hello? Hi. Oh, we're good. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, love the glue gloss, and that just absolutely, it's just a fun thing. I really think it is just fabulous. I know of a ton of people I think it would just be great for. All right. So what you want to do is you want to have a piece of scratch paper, because it does get a little messy. So now I'm going to make these really cute flowers. Okay. I have a gypsy. I got it for my birthday. I have not been able to figure out how to use it. I need to find a friend who is close by who can show me, because really I feel like I spent a ton of money and I've got something that's sitting in a box. Okay, I'm sure all of us have spent a ton of money and we have something in a box. All right, so I have I am in Washington State, in Eastern Washington actually. I am using a very old bottle of liquid glass from Close to My Heart, and it's not that it's old, it's just that the bottle is old. And what I'm going to do is you need to run a thin itty bitty quick drying line of glue along the edge. Do not get it on the petals of the flowers. And then you take your second one, take your second little thing, and you stick these in the middle of each other. Okay? So basically you get this fancy looking thing. Okay? So we're just going to let that sit. We're going to do that with this blue one here too. And actually with the blue one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them two different colors. So as you can see, the blue is behind, the blue one is behind the yellow one. Okay? We just let them sit there for a minute. All right. And then I have a Cuttlebug quilling tool because I, of course, got something from Cuttlebug in order to get the tool. And that, but you can use anything. And then what you do is you put your lid back on the liquid glass thing. Slip this through and start rolling up. And then take your little bit of glue and attach the end here and hold it tight for a second. And what you get is this. So again, you take the piece, you roll it up. You can roll it with your fingers, you can roll it with anything. I just happen to have a nifty little tool. I can roll it with my pokey, any of that kind of stuff. You just kind of roll it up tight. I'm going to have to show you what the glitter looks like on it because I pulled the lip gloss stuff out. Let's see, where's my tray? All right. Here's the glitter tray. All right. So this ends up being really tight as well. All right. So then, oh, my glitter went up here. What you want to do is this really cool glue, lip gloss glue. I'm going to go ahead and just take and give my flower, oh, you haven't seen it, they're going to be better. Give my flower an edge. I like the fact that the lip gloss bottle thing is flat, and so it stands up. You guys, those of you who know what's going to happen are so excited. Okay. All right. I'm feeling like everything is so dark. All right, guys. Move that out of the way. Then we're going to stick our flower down there like so and make it stuck. We'll do this one. We're just going to gloss its little lip petals with our lip gloss. I'm thinking my boys might be home. That was a short pack meeting if that's the case. Wow, that was really short pack meeting. Either that or they're fed up and decided not to stay. Trying not to get glitter all over me. But that's going to happen. It really, truly is. Now, you all know that Harrison's going to come down in just a second and say hi to everybody, right? And I was right, because here he comes. Hey, buddy. What patches did you get?
I can't. Is that one of your new shirts?
It is a new shirt. I got it from Grandma.
Who's it for?
I have not tried that glue on a stamp yet. I don't know. We can try it. Yeah, that would be fun.
Hi, everybody.
What'd you get? Here, put this in here.
A boat.
A boat?
Can I?
Let's see. Tony says hi.
Tony's
And Christine says hi.
Tony's our Skype friend.
Tony is our Skype friend. Here. Oh, no. Don't take all the parts out. So what did you get tonight? Hey. Awards. So we got a rainwater regatta kit. Cool. What patches did you get? They all want to see your patches. Okay, maybe they really don't want to see their patches, but they're gonna.
2 gold, 2 silver ones, and 1 yellow.
Here, can I see? So you got 1 gold arrow point and 2 silver arrow points. What else did you get?
2 parade patches.
2 parade patches. Can I see?
I got lilac and
a parade patch and a lilac patch.
Junior.
A junior lilac parade patch.
Can you make my boats down here?
You and Daddy can talk about it. Guess who's calling you, though, in about 10 more minutes?
Who?
Uncle Mark.
Are you on the phone?
Yep, here you go. Can you take the phone to Daddy and tell him that Uncle Mark is going to call? I will put these in your bag, and I'll get them sewn on eventually.
Where's Daddy?
I don't know. All right, so now, of course that means I have to sew them on. Although there is this stuff that you can just like glue them on and heat them up or whatever. Okay, we're back to our trusty little flowers here. Crooked, and it's driving me crazy. Oh, you know, some days. So what we're going to do is we're just going to squash the flower out. Just squish the flower out. He is so cute. And he's a lot of fun. He's a lot of work. I wouldn't change that for the world. Well, I would change the lot of work, but I wouldn't change him. And, you know, we've struggled. We've done lots and lots and lots of different things. But, yeah. All right. So, again, we're just going to kind of make the flower bloom by pushing a little bit. So, and then the best part is we're going to take and give some lip gloss to our flower. Yeah, some days it's rougher than others. Most days, today was a good day. So, that's always a positive when you get a good day. So I'm just kind of coating this lip gloss stuff. All right, you ready? The other good thing is that you can refill the lip gloss tube, according to Christine, because I listened to her. It's all sparkly. It turned out so pretty. All right. So we're gonna goop up this other one. Hey, honey. Dave.
Yeah.
Your brother's gonna call probably in a good 20 minutes.
Okay.
He already called. I really like the two colors too. I am like excited. So, Harrison got some good patches. How was the pack meeting?
Okay.
Short? Or did you guys just decide you were done?
Well, it was short, especially because it started 20 minutes late.
Oh. Oh, wow. Really like this one. Oh. Yeah, that would have been a disaster.
You have garbage to put in there?
I have a little bit here.
Wonder if I could tell him that I'm just not feeling good. Try calling tomorrow.
Okay. If he calls, you can talk to Harrison. Are you going to go to bed?
Probably.
All right. Will you make sure to give Harrison a night-night pill?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Is there anything you want me to do?
Oh, not really.
Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? He's around. He does his thing. He's so funny. All right, so we need a little piece of tulle. So I have some tulle here. And I used, that's probably a lot. And I need a piece of bead. Oh. All right. So I just need a little piece of bead. And I'll need a little hemp. Actually, I'm thinking all right. Then what I'm doing here is I want to leave some tails on my hemp. Okay. So that in order to get the little floopy piece on it, I need to cut this piece off. Then instead of gluing this to the bottom, there is a gap between the bottom of the flower and the bottom of the rolled flower and the bottom flower. And so what I do is I take and wrap it around and tie it in a knot there. Really tight. And then I go back in with my little micro tip scissors and I snip away close to the knot. The other thing that I found that works really well for petals is I have an oval punch from Stampin' Up! And I won't have to do this after I get my leaves though. Good night, Crystal. I will be excited to see when you open and do your tag. So it's just the large oval punch from Stampin' Up! Then what I do in order to finish the flower pieces is kind of come all the way, bend up, and to a crease at the end. And I have like glitter all over again. Up and to a point. Up and to a point. And all right. And then I take my little trusty scissors and I start at the point and just cut in to the fold line. I feel so good. I'm using something that I purchased. It's not just sitting around. I'm not hoarding this paper, and I'm not, well, I don't know if it can be called not hoarding if I've got a second packet sitting around. It's like I've got permission to use it because I got an extra. All right. And then I take some really good sticky glue and I overlap my leaves. I gave Harrison the phone when he came. Did he bring it to you? Did he bring it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I brought it back down.
Okay.
So we don't need both phones upstairs.
Well, I just wasn't, the one upstairs won't give you much of a talk time.
Okay.
But I wanted, did he tell you Uncle Mark was going to call?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Oh, I'm putting the blue ones on there. And I'm going to flip these around this way. Oh. And of course, I've got another glue bottle in the way. All right. All right, so I have very pretty flowers. Ew. Thank you so much for coming. All right. So let's get the front decorated up. And then, well, actually, let me get this other little piece done here. Where did my little piece of bead go? And then, I'm gonna go check on my boys and see how they're doing. My husband doesn't feel good at all. And I'm thinking they might need me, which is nice, because I've definitely used them a lot lately. And then I'm just, again, in between the two, just taking, yeah, he just did not feel good starting on Saturday afternoon. Well, and they've just taken care of me for a bit at this time, because it's just been, I'm at least feeling better, and now the rest of them are like, okay, we can now be sick, or we can be this. So, all right. All right. So this one turned out really nice too. Yep, that is what we do. And there's my brother-in-law. All right. Oops, sorry. So I think what I'm going to do is look for that page that had all these little things in it. And I think I'll cut out a few. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have another flower night. That was fun. So I'm just fussy cutting a couple of little things here. Give me just a second and I will let you see. Yeah, after your show the other night, Christine, I actually was on Skype with Tony playing with the dye and stuff, and I made 11 flowers total. And I'm down to just the couple that I showed you because I've shared with people and everything. So they turned out, I think it's just the dye in general. I really do, because it really is just really pretty. We'll see if it's me or if it's just the dye after we get the next one. All right. Thanks. Oh, goodness. I lost my tape runner. Here it is. All I'm doing is fussy cutting a tag. All right. I am going to look for a piece of ribbon to go down the side of this. And I think I really like this one. No. No. All right. Got this one. Ooh, I like that. And I think, oops. I think what we'll do is we'll get the front of this kind of done. You guys should all be able to make one now. I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid glass here at the bottom, which is the same as glassy accents and stuff, just to stop that from fraying and to make it lay down a little bit. All right. I want a little piece of right, so that brings a little bit of that pink there. All right, I need to finish this up, and then I think I need to go upstairs and see how things are going. Actually, I'm going to use this other glue. All right, guys, so this is the front of my book. And then I am going to say goodnight for tonight. My boys are around. My husband doesn't feel good, and so I'm going to go up and try and see how things are going. I may pop on later tonight for some of you who are still up on the West Coast, and that once I get everybody settled in here. Oh, I was almost going to throw my flower away. I really had a fabulous time. I really enjoyed the book. I enjoyed hanging out with everyone. When I was looking at it, I had like over 50 people pop in tonight, and that's pretty exciting. That was so much fun, and I am just totally grateful. So it was just
dessert?
Yes, I'm coming up so we can have the cupcakes. All right.
Daddy said no. I think I already had cake.
Okay, well, I'll go up with him in a minute, okay? All right. So I will get
a pill instead.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me finish up, okay? So everyone, I will work on this a little bit more, get some more of the embellishment pieces together, and get a video up, or work on it a little later. So I need to say goodnight to everyone this evening. Thank you so much for coming, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.